Hello my friend, Dragos here from Constant Wealth. It's Saturday night and I'm excited. Probably you can read on my face why, because I decided what to share with you today, and it's something kind of different from compared with all messages that I shared with you before. What happened is that I just remembered about an email that I received at the end of January from Jeffrey Oswald, a guy close to my heart. I subscribe to his newsletter and I receive basically almost every day different very uplifting messages. So the message that I received from him was at the end of the January, and I was first thing first surprised about the title. It was something like "Don't take life so serious, because seriousness is a disease for the soul." And I remember I said, "What?" So I said, okay, if it comes from Jeffrey, I need to open this email and read it, because he's not, saying bullshit. Sorry for this expression. So I opened this email and it was like a flash for me, because when I read that email and that message, actually, it got me thinking. And now when I remembered his message a couple of hours before shooting this video, it got me thinking again, because he treats seriousness versus sincerity, and he explains that many people go through struggle in whatever they do in their life, when they try to achieve a goal, or they just work and put effort in meeting their needs, or whatever they do, they go through struggle, and this is because they operate only from the mind, from that seriousness space. It's like you operate with a tight fist. You are not in a receiving mode. So everything what you do goes through struggle. And this is coming from the mind, especially from the ego part. Now he comes up with a sort of solution, and it's not actually his solution, it's something deep from all the learnings that he got during the time. And he talks about sincerity. Now, what does it mean to approach life from this perspective, from the sincerity perspective? It means to not take it serious, in the sense of treat everything with more lightness, with more joy, with more laughter, with more love, because at the end, love is the essence. Everything was created from love in this universe. So basically he says that in order to do this, you must always remember that you are a divine being, which is true. We are all divine beings. Why? Because of the soul. We are immortal souls. We have just a human experience. So it's just about remembering. I'm going back to the idea to remember who we are, that we are actually divine beings, and we have those fantastic souls. We are immortal souls. And when we remember this thing, we start to approach life from that space, from that perspective of sincerity. So we start treating life with more joy, with more ease, with more laughter, as I said before, with more love, and with more sense of humor. That's also very important, because to be connected with yourself is actually the way in which you can achieve faster your goals. You can create the reality you want, the life you want, or you can manifest if you want, because again, you are in a receiving mode when you operate from the sincerity perspective. And when you operate, as I said before, from the seriousness perspective, you operate with a closed fist. So basically, this is the message I wanted to share with you, and I want to give you another example. It's kind of on the same line. I remember I watched a couple of years ago a webinar with a video, actually, webinar with Jack Canfield, and he was talking to a large group of business persons. And at a point, he told them a kind of similar idea, that you need to, whatever you do and you run your business and you spend time and everything is serious about what you do, you need from time to time at least once a week, a day to take, or maybe once a couple of weeks, and to spend that time for yourself, to connect with yourself. Because if you don't do this, after a while your inner child, and we know what it is from psychology, it's part of our internal components of our personality. So the inner child will sabotage you. So that's what he was saying. You need to spend that time for yourself and be joyous and connect with yourself. So basically the question at the end is, what are you going to do with your life? How do you approach it? Do you want to approach it from a seriousness space or from a more lightness and laughter and joy and love, from that sincerity perspective? Because the way you approach your life, this is how the life will be run for you. You can run it with struggle, and that's when you are from the seriousness perspective. Or when you approach the life from the sincerity perspective, you can make things work more easy and effortless. That doesn't mean so. What I wanted to tell you at the end, I'm not talking, and it's by far from me to tell you this, I'm not talking about not doing your job or run your business. No, no. I mean, we do all these things and we have to do. It's just about how you approach them. From the sincerity perspective or from that seriousness perspective. It's your choice. If you want to have a more easy and effortless life, not without obstacles, because there will be always obstacles, because that's the part of our learning process. We are here to learn and grow and to discover who we are. So it's up to you. How do you approach your life? From sincerity perspective or from the seriousness perspective? So I gave you some food of thought. So my friend, I think this is it for today. Until next time, make the best out of your day. Bye for now.